You got that look. I color you peach and black. Color me taking her back. Crucial.
We're going to begin with an oval shape or an egg shape on our paper. That's going to be the basic shape of the human head. What we're going to do is we're going to divide that shape in half by drawing a line straight through the middle, just like this. We'll do the exact same thing, but we're going to divide it vertically, like this. Now we're going to divide the shape, both the top and the bottom again, in half the same way we did to the oval, creating basically 4 quarters. And we'll do the same thing vertically. Now we're going to divide the 2 middle quarters in half again, just like this. So the top quarter and the bottom quarter we're not going to touch. So essentially, your picture should currently look like this. Place your pencil right in the middle. It's that first cross that we created. And on either side you're going to notice 2 more crosses. It doesn't matter which side, but draw circles around them. You can do either side first, it doesn't matter. Keep these fairly small. These are going to be your eyes, basically where the color of your eyes is. So you don't want them to be huge unless you're drawing something like anime. We're just going to be more realistic. If you go back to the middle again, the cross just underneath it is where the end of your nose is going to be. You're going to draw a circle that's just slightly bigger than the ones you did above. And you're going to put 2 smaller circles about half the size of that one on each side. Those are going to be your nostrils. Now below that you're also going to see another cross. That's the middle of your mouth. And on each side, both left and right, you're also going to see 2 more crosses, the ends of your mouth. Sorry. No, not really, but we'll cover that in future lessons. We'll just darken that a little bit. So see, we're starting to get a face. Now, we're going to press our pencil right against the edges of the outside of that large circle we made for the end of our nose, and draw diagonal lines up past the line where our eyes are resting to the cross in the middle just above it. We'll do the same thing on the other side. This will create the bridge of our nose. Now we're going to rest right in the middle again. We're going to find the halfway point between the circle and that middle point and draw a line straight up towards the top of the head. Don't have to go very far, just from between one line and the other. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Now, we're going to find the outside edge, either side doesn't matter, with our pencil. We're going to rest our pencil against that line where we have our eyes resting. Find the midway point between the eye of the circle and the outer edge, and draw a line straight up, just like we did before. And again, we'll repeat that on the other side. So essentially what we've created is a box-like shape in the upper quadrant of that, of where the eyes are. Now, the space between where our eyes are resting and that line just above it, right in the middle, let's divide that space in half again. Bear in mind that once you practice this enough times, you won't have to put on all these lines. You can just do it, just visualize it in your mind. Now, we're going to draw a diagonal line from the edge of that square right down to the outer edge of the oval. We'll do the exact same thing from the inside, that midpoint again, drawing a diagonal line up towards that square that we created above the eyes, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Essentially what we're creating is the brow bone. This isn't the top of the eye. Now let's give our head some ears. So you're essentially just going to draw two half-sized, or two half hearts on either side. A half heart on either side. Now, we'll be liberal here, we'll draw normal size ears. For those of you who know me or who have seen the previous video, you know I have large ears. So I tend to draw larger ears on my pictures. You don't have to. Okay, we're going to start to define our lines so we know exactly what it is that we're looking at. We're going to start from the outside edge, work your way across the brow, and down towards the edge of the nose. We're going to work down the edge of the nose to the small circle, or one of our nostrils. Trace around that. And then around the base of that large circle that we use for the end of our nose. And repeat that from the other side. Good. Now we'll do the eyes. From one point to the other, in that box space, we're just going to draw a curved line over top of that circle. Now what I want you to do is I want you to cut the top and the bottom of this circle slightly off, maybe about 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters when you draw these lines. If you don't, it looks like you have crazy eyes. And then color in the middle. Don't draw pupils or anything in yet. We're going to cover that on the next lesson on how to draw eyes. Then you simply repeat on the other side. Cutting the top and the bottom of the circle off just by 1 millimeter or so. We're going to darken the ears a little bit. We'll darken the mouth a bit more. And then essentially what we have to do is take an eraser and get rid of all of those extraneous lines that are still on our paper. Ultimately, we should end up with a face that looks like this. A bald head. Perfect. Well done.